I've been chasing down the daylight where the red dirt meets the pines. Every mile I leave behind me feels like a stitch in time. There's a whisper in the water, a truth I've always known. No matter how far I wander, every river runs me home, and the river runs home through the rocks and the rain, through the heartache I've carried, through the joy and the pain. It's a wild, winding road, but it's never alone. Wherever my boots roam, that river runs home. I remember old blue mornings, fog rising off the glassy creek. Dad would hum a tune beside me, low and steady, soft and sweet. Now the world feels big and empty, but that song still pulls me on. Like the river keeps on moving, even after the day is gone. And the river runs home, through the rocks and the rain, through the heartache I've carried, through the joy and the pain. It's a wild, winding road, but it's never alone. Wherever my boots roam, that river runs home. Maybe home ain't just a place, maybe it's the way we heal, in the stories that we're made of, in the love that still feels real. And when the night falls heavy and my shadow starts to roam, I hear the river calling, saying, son, you're not alone. Yeah, the river runs home, through the rocks and the rain, through the memories I'm chasing, through the loss and the gain. It's a soft, steady flow, like a voice of its own. Wherever my heart goes, that river runs home. I keep walking toward the water, where the wild winds gently blow, 'cause the river's always waiting, and the river runs me home. Sunset on the back road, dust rising in the air, windows down and radio low, entangled in my hair. There's a memory on the horizon where the day and night collide in that soft blue fading color. our dreams once learned to fly. Under a faded denim sky, where the star-stitched stories hide, where your hand fit right in mine, like a song we can't rewind. Though the years keep rolling by, I still chase that quiet high from the days when you and I lived beneath the faded denim sky. We were young and restless thunder, too wild to stay in place. Every night we carved a promise only freedom could erase. But the road pulled you forward and it carried me behind. Still I stand on this old gravel, looking for what we left behind. Under a faded denim sky, where the star-stitched stories hide, where your hand fit right in mine, like a song we can't rewind. Though the years keep rolling by, I still chase that quiet high from the days when you and I lived beneath the faded denim sky. Maybe love's a kind of weather, changes when it needs to change, but the color of those evenings still runs blue inside my veins. If you're out there on some highway thinking about the same old nights, know my heart's still painted softly in those denim shaded lights. Under a faded denim sky, where the truth don't have to lie, where our laughter learned to ride on a breeze we can't deny. Yeah, the years keep slipping by, still I hold that lullaby of the way you said goodbye under that faded denim sky. So I'll keep driving through the twilight till the day my soul runs dry, chasing pieces of forever in a faded denim sky. There's a long dirt road where the sunlight fades, where the ghosts of June still dance in the haze. Boot prints scattered like forgotten trust, and the only thing shining are the lanterns in the dust. I've been walking slow with a heavy pack, chasing shadows that won't walk back. Every heartbeat's a whisper of the things I've lost, but the memories glow softly like lanterns in the dust. Lanterns in dust got me through the rust, through the years that turned to ashes, through the heartbreak and the trust. When the night grows thick and the world feels rough, I still find my way by the lanterns in dust. how she swore that love would set us free. But the wind changed course and the storm got tough. Still the path lights up softly with lanterns in the dust. Maybe hope ain't loud or grand, maybe it's the flicker when you can barely stand. When the dark comes falling and the road gets rough, there's a glow in the distance, those lanterns in the dust. Lanterns in dust, got me through the rust, through the years that turned to ashes, through the heartbreak and the trust. When the night grows thick and the world feels rough, I still find my way by the lanterns in dust. And when my boots grow tired and the sky turns dusk, I'll keep walking toward the light of the lanterns in the dust. I woke up to a whisper where the daybreak meets the floor. Coffee steaming on the counter like it's been here long before. There's a peace in quiet moments that I never learned to fight. Feels like heaven gently touching this borrowed morning light. Your old flannel on my shoulder smells like cedar raining home. I can hear you humming softly down the hall you used to roam. Broken hearts and restless nights have taught me how to write. Every line wrapped up in shadows, this borrowed morning light. Oh, borrowed morning light, falling easy, warm and bright, painting hope on everything that kept me up last night. If the world feels wrong or right, I can breathe again inside this small forgiving sight, this borrowed morning light. I've been learning from the quiet how to stand on softer ground. Let the echoes of my worries fade into a gentler sound. Every sunrise tells a story of the wrongs I'll try to right, guiding me like old companions in this borrowed morning light. Maybe grace is just a moment you don't earn but still receive. Maybe love is just a lantern for the roads we cannot see. And when life turns cold and heavy, I still feel you holding tight in the glow that breaks the darkness of this borrowed morning light. you give when the world rewinds its fight. Through the struggles, through the night, I'll keep walking toward the sight of the place my heart feels right, in your borrowed morning light. And when evening starts to settle and the day slips out of sight, I'll remember every sunrise in that borrowed morning light. Found an old guitar in the corner of my room, dusty strings still humming like a half-forgotten tune. Every chord I strum reminds me of the dreams I used to borrow from the nights I chased the sunrise on the strings of tomorrow. Mama said your heart's a compass, let it point you where to go. But the world felt like a riddle only time could ever know. Still I kept on playing truth beneath the weight of all my sorrows, finding roads I couldn't see on the strings of tomorrow. On the strings of tomorrow, where the hope cuts through the hollow, where the lost find something bright in the quiet of the night. Every bruise I've had to swallow leads me somewhere I can follow, as the future starts to glow on the strings of tomorrow. I've walked through stormy nights where the thunder shook my name, where the choices that I carried felt too heavy to explain. But the music kept me steady when the road grew rough and narrow, like a voice that gently pulled me with the strings of tomorrow. Maybe life's a melody, you learn one note at a time, sometimes falling out of tune, sometimes ringing like a chime. And when every door seems locked, I still find a key to borrow in the songs I haven't written on the strings of tomorrow. On the strings of tomorrow, where the hope cuts through the hollow, where the lost find something bright in the quiet of the night. Every bruise I've had to swallow leads me somewhere I can follow, as the future starts to glow on the strings of tomorrow. So I'll keep this old guitar for the journeys I don't know, 'cause I'm learning who I'll be on the strings of tomorrow. There's an old white house on a hill outside of town, where the paint is chipped and the sunrise settles down. I hear the creak of wood and memories every time the night starts falling, and my heart knows where it's pulling. Yeah, those porch steps keep on calling. Mama's voice drifts soft like summer honey on the breeze. Daddy's boots are waiting by the door beneath the eaves. Every mile I've walked away still feels like I've been stalling, 'cause no matter where I'm wandering, those porch steps keep on calling. Porch steps calling when the road feels long and worn, when the nights get cold and heavy, when my spirit's feeling torn. Yeah, they're whispering my name like a place I still belong. Porch steps calling me back home, where my roots are holding strong. I've chased city lights and lovers who could never stay, built a life on borrowed time in places far away. But there's a truth you can't outrun when the past comes gently crawling. Every heartbeat starts returning to those porch steps, softly calling. Maybe home ain't just a roof, maybe it's the love that shaped your youth. Maybe it's the lullabies you didn't know you missed, till the wind brings back the echoes in a night like this. And when the world gets too loud, I know which road I'm following, the one that leads me back to those porch steps calling. Porch steps calling when the dreams feel far and thin, when I need a second chance to find my heart again. Yeah, they're whispering my name like a place I still belong. Porch steps calling me back home, where my roots stay deep and strong. So I'll follow that warm horizon till the daylight comes a-dawning, and I'll rest these weary boots where the porch steps keep on calling. There's a shoreline where the memories wash up soft against my feet, where the waves keep whispering stories of the love we couldn't keep. I can taste the past returning every time the sea wind swings. Yeah, the truth comes rolling toward me with the salt on the breeze. We carved our names leaves in driftwood, like the tide would let them stay. But the ocean knows a secret, that some hearts just drift away. Still your laughter fills the distance every time that cold wind sings. I still feel you in the shadows of the salt on the breeze. Salt on the breeze, pulling me down to my knees, where the shoreline of forever meets the tides that never cease. I can't outrun the seas or the moments that we seize. You're the ghost that keeps on calling through the salt on the breeze. Now the ghosts spin circles overhead, like they're tracing what we lost. And the sun sets slow and heavy as the waves keep counting cost. But there's peace in all this waiting, in the rhythm water brings, like forgiveness drifting softly in the salt on the breeze. Maybe love was meant to wander like a ship without a chart. Maybe heartbreak's just the ocean finding space inside your heart. And the wind that used to fade me now reminds me I'm still free, with the lessons that you left me in the salt on the breeze. The salt on the breeze, pulling me down to my knees, where the echoes of your heartbeat blend with rolling restless seas. And though time can never freeze all the moments we believe, I still hear you when the wind moves through the salt on the breeze. So I walk this shore at sunrise with a quiet mind at ease, letting every tide remind me why there's salt on the breeze. We were young and rough as gravel, kicking dust through every mile. Said the things we didn't mean, just to hurt each other's pride a while. But the storms that shook our footsteps never washed away the friend in you. And now I'm walking back to places where the roads we mended grew. There's a fence we built in anger that's been leaning since July. Every board is cracked with stories of the days we let slip by. But the wind keeps softly saying time can heal what time once blew. So here we stand with open hands on the roads we mended through. These are the roads we mended, where the love we lost ascended, where the arguments in silence slowly learned to make amends. Yeah, the roads we mended, broken once now somehow blended. Step by step we find our way, I remember nights of thunder, slammed doors and slamming hearts, two stubborn souls too scared to say we were falling apart. But the sunrise has a kindness that the darkness never knew, and it paints a brand new morning on the roads we're walking through. Maybe healing isn't loud, maybe it's a whispered start, maybe it's the quiet truth that still lives inside your heart. And though we can't erase the cracks, we can fill them with the truth, with the love that kept on calling down the roads we mended, me and you. These are the roads we mended, where the hurt has been suspended, where the pieces we once shattered fit together in the end. Yeah, the roads we mended, worn and real but never ended. Side by side we're finding life on the roads we mended. So here's to every broken moment that somehow brought us back again. To the roads we mended, and the love that never ends. Summer sunlight on your shoulder, wildflowers tangled in your hair. We were young and burning brighter than the heat that filled the air. But the seasons move like thunder, and they always leave too soon. Now I'm standing in the quiet with the ashes of June. We carve forever in the bark of that old cottonwood tree. Swore our hearts were made of fire, swore that love would never leave. But the winds of time were colder than we ever thought they proved. Now the fire's gone to embers, ashes of June. Ashes of June, scattered under a pale blue moon. All the laughter, all the lightning, faded out too fast, too soon. Though the memories still bloom like a half-forgotten tune. I'm left sifting through the shadows of the ashes of June. I still drive that dusty back road where your footsteps used to fall. Hear your voice inside the breezes when the night begins to call. Every sunset paints your silhouette across the fields we used to roam. But the colors all fall silent in the ashes of June. Maybe love was meant to flicker. Maybe some flames aren't for keeping. Maybe summer's sacred magic is the kind that leaves us weeping. But I'd hold every bright moment, even knowing I'd lose, just to feel one more heartbeat in the ashes of June. Ashes of June, scattered under a pale blue moon. All the laughter, all the lightning faded out too fast, too soon. Though the memories still bloom like a half-forgotten tune, I'm still chasing what we buried in the ashes of June. And when tomorrow feels too heavy and the night falls far too soon, I'll light a small flame in the darkness for the ashes of June. There's a soft wind rolling down the valley, brushing dust off the old porch rail. Evening sun hangs like a worn-out lantern, painting gold on the cotton trail. And I'm standing here with a heart wide open, trying hard not to call your name. Funny how love keeps burning steady like a quiet country flame. Quiet country flame, slow and true, it never fades, runs deeper than the river vein. Through the nights and through the rain, oh, I still feel the same, warming my whole life with your name. Just a quiet country flame. I remember nights on the red dirt highway, radio humming our favorite tune. You were laughing like the world's brand new, eyes brighter than a harvest moon. Now the seasons change, but the truth stays with me. Time can't turn down what it can't tame. Love like ours don't die or flicker, it's a quiet country flame. Quiet country flame, slow and true, it never fades, runs deeper than the river vein. Through the nights and through the rain, oh, I still feel the same, warming my whole life with your name. Just a quiet country flame. quiet country flame, slow and true, it never fades. Long after the storms have came, it keeps calling out your name. Oh, I still feel the same, even after everything changed. And you're my quiet country flame. Sunrise creeps through a halfway open window. Dust motes dancing where the night once lay. Coffee's cold on the edge of the counter, and your note says you'll be back someday. But the wheels you ride keep rolling farther, chasing dreams you swore you had to take. Still I'm standing at the door each morning, learning what a heart can break. Two boots waiting by the old pine floor, one for you, darling, one I can't wear no more. You took the road, left the love we made. Now there's two boots waiting for the sound your footsteps never gave. Our song still hums through the cedar hallway, every chord a memory I can't shake. I try living like I'm fine without you, but the night knows every move I fake. Friends keep saying I should start over, find a spark that can ease this ache. But I ain't built for someone halfway. I'm the all or nothing kind you made. Two boots are waiting by the old pine floor, one for you, darling, one I can't wear no more. You took the road, left the love we made. Now there's two boots waiting for the sound your footsteps never gave. If the wind ever leads you home again, and you find that porch light glowing warm, you'll know this place never closed its door. Been hoping you'd walk back in from the storm. Two boots are waiting right where they've always been, still holding room for the shape of you within. If you come home, I won't hesitate. There'll be two boots dancing where two boots used to wait. A freight train hums on a distant horizon, shaking loose the dust of a long lost day. The fields of gold under clouds of iron, where the dreams of the young still drift away. There's a rhythm in the rusted fences, a story in the wind that never lies, and I hear it calling through the silence like a memory I can't hide. Heartland echoes rolling through my bones, whispering names of the ones I've known, carrying me back to the place I came, where the nights burn slow like a candle flame. Heartland echoes singing me home again. Dad's old Ford sits behind the barn now, tires worn flat from the waiting years. Mom still keeps the porch light glowing, though she won't say what she hopes to hear. And I wander roads that feel familiar, with a heavy heart and a restless mind, chasing shadows of a younger version of the life I left behind. Heartland echoes rolling through my bones, whispering names of the ones I've known, carrying me back to the place I came, where the nights burn slow like a candle flame. Heartland echoes singing me home again. Every mile I put behind me still leads me right back here. Maybe home ain't just a map line, maybe it's the truth we fear. Heartland echoes rising through the rain, telling me some things never change. And though the road keeps calling my name, I know I'll always hear that refrain. Heartland echoes guide me home again. Steel blue twilight on a gravel back road, crickets buzzing like a worn out wire, taillights fade over fields of shadow, but my heart still burns like a quiet fire. I pull over where the cedars whisper, kick dust under that silver sky, and in the hush of the wide night open, I feel your name drift by. Under the gravel moonrise, where the night pulls truth from the lies, I still hear your laughter ride the breeze like a ghost on the old oak trees. Darling, the world keeps spinning wide, but I'm stuck in the glow of your eyes. this gravel moonrise. There's a long stretch where the road gets lonesome, miles of memories I can't outrun. I swear I see you in the dust behind me, waving soft in the setting sun. The radio hums our faded story, strings trembling like a heart grown tired. But every chord still sparks that moment. You lit my soul on fire. Under the gravel moonrise, where the night pulls truth from the lies, I still hear your laughter ride the breeze like a ghost on the old oak trees. Dawn in the world keeps spinning wide, but I'm stuck in the glow of your eyes, lost beneath this gravel moonrise. Baby, time will smooth these edges, rain polishing river stones. But tonight I'm holding on to echoes, 'cause they're all that feel like home. Under the gravel moonrise, hearts break soft, then crystallize. I keep your memory by my side, walking slow through the countryside. Wherever tomorrow finally lies, I'll remember this place, this quiet night, lost beneath this gravel moon. There's a postcard fading on the dashboard, edges curled like the memories we made. A highway humming like a tired confession, as the dawn cuts through the mess we became. Every mile pulls me farther from you, yet somehow you're still right by my side. 'Cause love don't vanish in the rear view, it turns into a map of goodbyes. This map of goodbyes, drawn in the lines of the open sky, from the place we met to the place you cried. Every turn still echoes in my mind. I keep driving on, but I can't outride the roads we marked with our hearts on fire. Baby, we were living on a map of goodbyes. There's a diner blinking on on the county border, where we swore we'd never come undone. But promises fade like the old jukebox number, and forever don't wait for anyone. I trace your laughter in the window glass, I hear you whisper in the engine sigh. Funny how love can stay forever, even after the last goodbye. This map of goodbye, drawn in the lines of the open sky, from the place we met to the place you cried. Every turn still echoes in my mind. I keep driving on, but I can't outride the roads we marked with our hearts on fire. Baby, we were living on a map of goodbyes. Maybe someday I'll fold it up, tuck it away with the things I keep. But tonight the past rides shotgun, and the truth runs deeper than the creek. This map of goodbye still leads me back through the darkest nights, to the love we lost and the reasons why, to the spark that faded in your eyes. Though time keeps pushing me down the line, your memory's always close behind, written in this map of goodbyes. There's a red dirt trail where the sunset lingers, fading slow like a worn-out song. I can hear your voice in the cottonwood shiver, saying this is where we both belong. But time's a river with a restless current, pulls you far from the place you've been. Still I feel your heart in the wheat field swaying, calling like a home in the wind. Home in the wind, where the wild dreams spin, where the night sky hums like a mandolin. No matter the miles or the scars on my skin, I'll always find you my home in the wind. Your old blue jeans on the back porch hanger still smell like the smoke from our July fire. I remember dancing in the cool creek water, laughing like the world would never tire. Now I chase roads that don't know your footsteps, trying hard not to break again. But every breeze across an open highway whispers you're my home in the wind. Home in the wind, where the wild dreams spin, where the night sky hums like a mandolin. No matter the miles or the scars on my skin, Maybe it's a storm and a prayer, but every gale that blows right through me only proves you're still out there. Home in the wind, when the world grows dim, I hear your soul like a far-off hymn. If I drift too long, let the road begin, leading me back to my home in the wind. Yeah, wherever I roam, whatever I'm in, I'll carry you with me. My home in